All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards. Past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
380. 539, Lucy.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go, let's go. 77. Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky. Move.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hurry up, here we go.
A first down throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
372.
Now a play fake. Bortles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Bortles now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Some strong running at the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Over!
This is Howard on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
44's Mike. Check. Come on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, 36 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Hey, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Green 80. Green 80. It's all right. It's all right. Move.
On play action, it's Bortles. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They run with Howard. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Get him, boy. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Back up!
A give to Howard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on it.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On play action, now Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. They will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Hauschka adds the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Fournette proven to be even more dangerous this year than as a rookie as the Jags come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
On the handoff, this is Howard. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Darnold on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucy. Move.
A final shot before half for Bortles. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Running with Howard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They get it to him running left. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Bortles now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
So right, so right. 372. Move.
Check it out, Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, spread Spread left. Spread left. Hey, spread right. Spread right.
Fournette, a first down carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Bortles. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
On first down, it's Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 5.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing is Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
372. Lucy. Move. Hey, spread left.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now out come the Jets. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, left side to Howard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Green 80. Green 80.
A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook, 57 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Darnold. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. He completes it to Westbrook. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. 372.
Bortles going to throw here. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
380. 380.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
$11B.
Bortles going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.